Hi, very welcome to St Tiernach's Park here in Monaghan for this opening round of the Intermediate All-Ireland Series between Monaghan and Clare. Monaghan coming off the back of a narrow defeat in the Ulster final against Down on that occasion, 2-9 to 14 points. Monaghan with a spirited comeback, so they'll be full of confidence. Clare, on the other hand, well, they got promotion from Division 3 where they beat Roscommon, but they haven't had a competitive game since April. I'm delighted to be joined by Mary Grimes here. They call you Vice PRO here with the Monaghan ladies, and it's great to have you on board. It's beautiful, sunny, as you can see, St Tiernach's Park looking immaculate. Of course, a double header today. Loud coming to visit Monaghan as well at 3:30. But before that, we have business to take care of here in this All-Ireland series, and it's going to be a very competitive match. But Monaghan, despite losing that Ulster final, Mary, must be full of confidence with the way they ended that game. They really played tails up football in the second half.
Absolutely. I mean, when they had reached the final, beaten Tyrone, who Tyrone had beaten them earlier in the year, you know, it certainly lifted them. And they went into Down, you know, first half maybe not so much sort of feeling themselves type of thing, weren't sure, you know, because they hadn't met Down before. But when the second half came, what a difference in a team. And it was just by the narrowest of margins they lost out. Had it been another 5 minutes, who knows what would have happened.
Well, we'll come to Clare. I'll go through the Monaghan team. The team, a lot of who finished that game against Down in the Ulster final, start here again. We've got Orna Kelly in goals from Carrickmacross. Aoife Bannigan from Annamullen wears number 2. Of course, the Bannigan name, a household name from Annamullen, with Micheál playing centre half forward for the senior men's later on. Naomi Cogan from Carduff wears number 3, and at corner back, Kerry Nolan from Éire Óg. Those three had an excellent second half in the Ulster final. Amy Garland, so experienced, the Dunamine stalwart, wears number 5. Captain on the side from Éire Óg is Maeve Monaghan. Anya Lockman from Carrickmacross wears number 7. Midfield pairing of Jennifer Duffy from O'Neill Shamrocks is partnered by Ella Carlin from Carrickmacross. Half forward Sarah Tiernach accounted for 3 goals and 12 points in 2024 so far. The Ahabog player wears number 10. Ava Sherry, top scorer for Monaghan, wears number 11 from Scottstown. Casey Traynor, very experienced, wears number 12, also from Scottstown. Full forward line, number 13, Maracloon's Leanne Maguire. Replacing Jane Drury at number 14 is Chloe McBride, and she was excellent when she came in the Ulster final, accounting for 5 points in that Ulster final, and she takes her place in the full forward line. Lauren Garland wears number 14. Clare lining up with Amy Lenihan in goals from Dura Bearfield. Anya Keane wears number 2. Shifra Connell at full back from Dura Bearfield also, and number 4 is Grania Harvey from West Clare Gales. Roisin Constant wears number 5. Joanna Doohan at number 6, and Louise Griffin wears number 7, a very formidable half-back line. Number 8, Laurie Ryan from the Banner Club. Sinead Considine wears number 9, and the half-forward line, number 10, Ciara McCarthy from Kilmurray Ibracan. Captain on the side at centre half forward, Bert Kiva Harvey from West Clare Gales, and number 12 is Teresa Collins from Burren Gales. An interesting change, replacing Amy Sexton is Ailish Considine, AFL player of note as well with North Melbourne. She comes in wearing number 23. Top scorer for Clare, a goal machine, Fidelma Marinan from West Clare Gales, 9-18 she's accounted for in 2024, so she's going to take watching. And replacing Megan Downs is number 20, Chloe Maloney, another very, very good player. So, you know, this is an interesting, Clare have pedigree here, come to the Intermediate All-Ireland final last year, where you mentioned before the game started, I think Kildare beat them by the narrowest margin, 211 to 210.
Yes, in actual fact they had met them in the league final as well, where they did the very same, you know, so there's nothing, you know, that they have been there on the big day. They have been in the league final last year and in the All-Ireland Intermediate, so there's nothing to fear them.
Well, a few changes there. It's interesting. Ailish Considine, such experience. I said 3 goals and 8 points she's scored so far in 2024. She's coming in with that AFL background, and we know how many players have come. We have our own players have went over there as well. So,
yeah. And it does make a difference strength-wise when they have been playing over there.
Absolutely. Fidelma Marinan, 9 goals and 18 points she scored in 2024. So, and only 6 of those points came from free. So from play, going to take some watching. Mary, yeah. Naomi Cogan's going to be teamed with the challenger mark and Fidelma Marinan.
Yeah, and it'll be, well, if Naomi has plenty of experience, you see, and she's a good strong player and being able to hold herself on the full back line, so I've no doubt that won't bother her or anything.
Another change there from the Monaghan side is coming in Chloe McBride. She scored, I said, 15 points in 24, but she scored 5 points from her introduction as a sub in the Ulster final. Really changed things and got that scoreboard ticking over. A big player, and she's been rewarded now with her start today at full forward.
I think she actually deserves it, because looking at where she came in on the second half against Down, she really made an awful difference to the full forward line, and being, as I said before, had there been another few minutes, who would have known what was happening, because she was definitely in full flight at that stage.
Today's referee, you can see him standing in the middle there, it's Brendan Rice from Down. And of course I mentioned that the ladies AFL, it's such a big thing. Of course with Muireann Atkinson's over there doing her thing over there with Collingwood. So is it something that I suppose ladies football is aware of, that maybe a lot of the players going over there, or is it something that you need to be concerned about?
I'm not sure if we need to be concerned about it. I suppose anybody, a club that maybe depends on maybe one or two good players, that they do go somewhere like that, it would be very difficult on a club. But in general, most counties have a surplus of players, unless they're a very, very small county,
Well, we're looking out here, we see a little bit of a huddle in the full back line where Monaghan are just getting into their order there. And when you're going to look at the matchups, Mary, you can keep us informed about who's marking who. I see going out to full forward is Leanne Maguire, or out to midfield is Leanne Maguire, and game on, Brendan Rice with the ball thrown in, Leanne Maguire with that ball broken down, but it's broken down instead to Joanna Doohan, and Joanna puts that ball route one into that centre half forward, coming off the shins there. And Clare now looking just to get a few questions here as the ball's tipped in there by Ailish Considine, the player we mentioned, who has spent time, of course, out in Australia. Ball toe poked out there to Chloe Maloney. Maloney tries to get a sneaky little hand pass in, and she does that into the goal machine. Fidelma Marin, and twisting and turning there with a ribbon in her hair, and she's been chased by Monaghan coming around in the arc, and a little bit of a physical contact and a free in there to the left. Bright start for Clare, and after 36 seconds, it's a free out, in fact. The referee, Brendan, he just waved it the wrong way, but that's an adventurous and a dangerous ball by the Monaghan defence, and they've kind of been at their pocket picked again by Joanna Doohan, prevalent in the opening minute here, and she's getting things going here as out comes Kiva Harvey, the captain, and Clare playing really assured, very fresh football here, made the long journey up. I'm not sure, I'd say they came yesterday because it was an early start here, but they've got the ball on their hands. It's Roisin Considine from Tyrconnell Gales in London coming over and back, and she's just running lateral to the Monaghan 45 metre line. Now trying to poke a hole in the defence is Kiva Harvey. Brilliant run by Harvey, and releases that ball again, and this is a great chance. Brilliant block by the Monaghan defence. Really good stuff there. Coming back, helping out for the Monaghans, Lauren Garland, whose twin sister is playing in the half back line, but Lauren has done it all at club level with Donaghmine. And you'd be well aware of that, Mary. She's a really, really good player.
Very dependable player,
And Clare's still on the attack now, and they've been just consistent here in their possession as Teresa Collins gets that ball back out to the half-back Louise Griffin, and now the first shot, a left-footed hanging shot. It's not going to be on target, but it's well dealt with there by Naomi Cogan. Real old-school full-back stuff, very assured under the high ball, which a lot of players don't like at this stage. And now we come now with Amy Garland, and Amy now kick-starts the Monaghan attack, and Monaghan on the far side of St Tiernach's Park. It looks immaculate here. Beautiful day, sun in the sky, a little bit of a breeze, but nothing that's going to cause any trouble to either team. Now, root ball, Monaghan with their first attack of the game, and we've waited 2 minutes for it. And Sarah Tierney, who's a really heavy scorer, 3 goals and 12 points, 2 points in the Ulster final, and she's still going, gets that ball released, racing onto it now as the midfielder, and it slightly gets a pocket pick. Ava Sherry, the ball goes underneath her legs, and now Clare break it up, and we're ebbing and flowing here. Neither side have a score, but we have 2.5 minutes played here, and it's really been nip and tuck stuff, but Clare with the lion's share possession as Teresa Collins gets that ball and releases it in to Fidelma Marin, and Fidelma Marin been marked by Naomi Cogan. Still Fidelma Marin goes. I said she's got 9 goals and 18 points, and she's pulled back there, and absolutely, and she scores from play as well. She's a danger, and that was a really strong run there, but Clare will be very happy with their start, and after 3 minutes they must have had 90% of possession.
Yes, they seem to have, and they had it down in their half most of the time. It's just got up there once for Monaghan, although Monaghan tried their best up there, but it just seemed to fall away from Eva Sherry.
Absolutely. Now we have 3 minutes played. Chloe Maloney now, who's replaced Megan Downs. Chloe Maloney getting a chance here, wearing number 20 from Kilmurray Ibracan, a very famous and storied club here in Clare, and she just puts that ball over the bar with the left foot, and the first score of the match goes the way of the banner, and it's a nice score, all set up there by Fidelma Marinan. Lovely kick out from Orna Kelly, really good goalkeeper, but again racing onto it, and the hunger is there. They're fresh here, racing on to Teresa Collins. She goes for goal again. Orna Kelly from Carrickmacross stands up straight. Brilliant goalkeeping. I alluded to that as well. She's just been fantastic throughout her minor career, and right up, made a step up to senior, and just looks so assured, doesn't she, Mary?
She's always been a very confident goalkeeper and never afraid to take her chance coming out off the line.
45 now for Clare, just to the right of the goals, kicking into the Rosslea end of Clonus as you look out here. Clonus, as I said, you've got the two scoreboards, one on either side, the old scoreboard on the town end and the electronic one on the Rosslea end, and it's going to be a 45 for the Banner County. This one's going to be taken again by Chloe Maloney. She's got the only score of the match so far. It's Clare 1 point, Monaghan no score, as Chloe Maloney, in fact it's going to be number 10, Ciara McCarthy from Kilmurray Ibracan as well. A lot of representatives on the team. She looks up, she's going to go for this one. Going zonal. Amy Garland is back there playing as almost a sweeper, just standing in front, chips that ball in again to Fidelma Marinan, and that is the tactic. She is the scorer, and another brilliant block there from the Monaghan defence. I think this time in the case of Kerry Nolan, who was absolutely steadfast in that second half in the Ulster final when Monaghan made that spirited comeback, falling agonisingly short, but now trying to break out of their own defence, going through the hands, well drilled here. Back out it comes to Amy Garland from Dunamine. As I said, has done it all with the club. All Ireland's, Ulsters, and of course many county titles. I think how many in a row? Is it 20?
They have 5 All Ireland titles and
club titles,
2 in a row.
Monaghan club titles. I think they've won 21 in a row. Unheard of. As we have a free in there from Monaghan again. Ava Sherry, who's also the scorer in chief from a Monaghan point of view, says 7 goals and 19 points. Ava has scored for Monaghan in 2024. She got 3 points in that Ulster final as well, and she wins a free for her side. It's going to be Leanne Maguire from Maracloon who's going to take this one. It's about 35 metres out. It's a difficult kick. She's looking for options. She's not going to go for it. She's going backwards, in fact, and back we come again. Now racing onto it, the long ponytail covering the number 15 of Lauren Garland. And it's going to be a free in for Monaghan, and that is going to be taken for Leanne Maguire, and this is a little bit more scoreable. Worked her way in. She just was a little bit out of range. Clever and probably the wise thing to do. So Leanne Maguire from Maracloon, another player who knows where the posts are. 3 goals and 20 points to her name in 2024. She just looks, and she's going to go for this one, just about a metre shy of the 21 metre line, kicking in to the town end of Clonus here. And Leanne Maguire attempts to equalise matters, and that she does. A beautiful score, and Leanne Maguire gets Monaghan's first score after 6.5 minutes of play. It's a point apiece. An interesting game. It's going to be nip and tuck, Mary.
It is. It looks that way. I think they're very well matched at the minute, and Monaghan is not feared in Clare in any way, shape or form.
So a point apiece. Both scores from both sides coming from place balls. Now on the attack, Roisin Considine again releases that ball to the on-rushing Anya Keenan. Good teamwork, running diagonally now. Racing onto it is the captain, Kiva Harvey. Really good ball carrier, releasing the ball. Clare looking really good through the hands as Laurie Ryan breaks the tackle, still goes, breaks another tackle. There's a goal chance here, and it's going to be a free out for over carrying. But that was a great run, and Clare looked like they're going route one in there. They're not afraid to ship the tackles and to run straight at that Monaghan goal. Orna Kelly now with the kick out for Carrick, goes short for Monaghan. The Carrickmacross keeper goes short and gets her target. Always important to keep possession. It's a possession game now as Amy Garland collects that ball and races onto it, as she's done time and time again for club and county, and she goes for the return and gets the return. Brilliant play. She's on the Clare 45 metre line. She's approaching the Clare 21 metre line. What's she going to do? A searching hand pass. There's a goal chance here. What's going to happen? But bottled up brilliantly there is Sarah Tiernach, and it's going to be a free out this time, over carrying as well. He's been consistent, Brendan Rice, and both defences on top. Unfortunately there was nobody down hand to give the ball to. going to go
Clare
short.
had it all covered.
Absolutely, just to try to get inside there. They just had enough numbers back, and that's a really good scramble defence from Clare as Amy Lenihan, the Clare keeper, releases that ball. Both keepers going short with the kick out, keeping possession. On we come now with Ciara McCarthy. Ciara McCarthy releasing that ball over to the wing, over on the Jerry Arthur side of Clonus, and releasing it against Kiva Harvey, who loves to run at the fences, but she's been held up brilliantly there by Kerry Nolan. And Clare hold possession, they're comfortable in possession, and it's going to be 8 minutes played here, a point apiece here in this opening round of this intermediate series. Of course, Offaly the other team in, and that's a brilliant left-footed shot from Chloe Maloney, and she gets her second score of the game. This one from play. Chloe Maloney knows where the posts are. That's a cultured left foot. Brilliant score. Clare 2 points, Monaghan 1 point, and you'd have to say Clare deserve it at the moment. It's
Definitely so.
So Chloe Maloney, scorer in chief for Clare, 2 points to her name. That one from play, and we've, from my clock, about 9 minutes played. Of course, the clock stopping and starting according to Brendan Rice whenever he puts the hand up. I'm just going full tilt, and that ball's a beautiful ball into the full forward line, and Ava Sherry collects it. Racing onto it now is Ella Carlin, and there's a goal chance for Monaghan, brilliantly snuffed out there. Casey Traynor bearing down on goals, but the ball breaks back out there to Chloe McBride, and Chloe McBride with that left foot, she knows where the posts are. As I said, 5 points in the Ulster final. Well, she's got her first point today, and she levels matters just like a few moments ago. 2 points apiece. Chloe McBride with her first score, and she really knows where the posts are. That was a lovely left-footed shot.
Yes.
Back we come
and
again.
A well worked shot.
Very well worked. Back it comes now out here, going short. Both keepers going short, and both sets of teams letting that the goalkeepers take the kick. They're not putting a whole lot of pressure on the keeper with the kickouts as Clare come out of their own defence, out of their own half back line. This time it's going to be Anya Keane with the ball, and Anya Keane releases the on-rushing half forward. I think it's going to be Ciara McCarthy in this occasion. Back out it comes to centre half forward, Kiva Harvey. Kiva Harvey, as she'd been fouled, released that ball brilliantly as she was falling to Ailish Considine, but her kick was half blocked down, and it goes to the left and wide, and it's going to be a first wide, I think, for Clare. Hasn't been too many wides from either side, but that's a wide. 2 points apiece it remains, and we are into the 10th minute here of play as the ball goes short there. Coming to collect it this time is Lauren Garland, who's got number 15 on her back, but she's coming back to help out her defence and be an outlet for those short kickouts. Full back now, Naomi Cogan collects that ball and races on, gets her pocket picked almost by Fidelina Marinan. That's a brilliant battle, an intriguing battle between the full forward and the full back, and this time it's going to be a free in for Clare. A little bit of I think it was just two players ran into each other. I'm not sure what that was for, Mary.
Yeah, I think more or less it was an accident more than anything, but we're a wee bit far away here, so it might be easier for the referee to determine what happened.
Whether or which it's a free in for Clare, and the free is just inside the 65 metre line. They're going to go short with this one. Bit of treatment there, and that bit of treatment is going towards Ciara McCarthy, who seems none the worse for wear, and the free kick can be taken going short, and the ball is collected again by Schiffer Niconnell, and Schiffer goes back, and Clare just playing. They're very comfortable on possession, and that's a beautiful ball in there to the full forward line, but this time it can't be kept, and the ball hops over the head of Chloe Maloney. Monaghan had two defenders back. Chloe Maloney and Fidelma Marinan seem to be the dangers at the moment. Now there is danger lurking everywhere from a Monaghan point of view, but those two forwards in particular for Clare have been very, very alive in this opening quarter of the first half, as the score remains 2 points apiece. And again, going short with the kick out, Naomi Cogan finding Amy Garland, and Monaghan going through the hands. Now they go long now, but the Clare have numbers back, and they'll do very well, Monaghan, to keep that. Despite the best attentions of Sarah Tierney, Clare had the requisite numbers back, and this time it's Anya Keane going through it. Again, Clare just happy to go through the hands. Again, it comes to Chloe Maloney, who's really been a tormentor in chief. She gets it into Fidelma Marinan, and now the goal chances here, but Monaghan have defenders back. Marinan, is she taking steps? She takes too many steps, I think. Yes. And Brendan Rice, I suppose all we can ask of referees in either code is consistency. And Brendan Rice has been consistent, as the ad used to say, consistency in a world gone mad, but Brendan Rice has been consistent there, and that's all, and players respond to that when they know where they stand. And again, going short is Orna Kelly with the kick out, and out we come now to the midfielder Jennifer Duffy, the O'Neill Shamrocks player, has some green space in front of her before the banner ladies come to meet her, and again just a mistake, just giving it away. Chloe Maloney Maloney pounces on it, and on we come again. Maloney with 2 points for Clare, if you just joined us. Monaghan's 2 scores coming from Leanne Maguire and Chloe McBride. And now a chance again. They look dangerous. This is a goal chance, but blazed wide from Teresa Collins. A second wide for Clare. And Monaghan just get away with that one, because Monaghan gave the ball away probably with no real pressure, and they were almost punished. So that's 2 wides for Clare, none for Monaghan yet. And
I think they were nearly a little bit too sure and not looking around them just to see where the ball was going at the time.
Absolutely. Here we go again with Monaghan coming out, going short. Back out it comes to Lauren Garland again, wearing 15, back helping. She gives it to her sister Amy. Amy twists and turns and now settles things down. Lovely ball sprayed out here right underneath the terrace, the Pat McGrain terrace here in St Tiernach's Park, and a ball in by Anya Lockman. It's going to be Ava Sherry. Oh, beautiful pick up, gets it, and despite the attentions of Teresa Collins, still they go on. Leanne Maguire, in fact it's number 18 in, Chloe McBride, who gets that ball. Back out it comes to Sarah Tierney. Tierney with a goal chance a few moments ago. Stretching high is Jennifer Duffy. Jennifer Duffy with a blazing shot, and it's just smothered brilliantly by Amy Lenihan. But great refereeing there from the down referee Brendan Rice. He was playing advantage, and we come back for the free inside the D, and Monaghan can nose themselves in front for the first time here. 2 points apiece, 14 minutes played. Great play there, and a good effort there, in fairness, from Jennifer Duffy. A great referee and playing advantage.
She took control of matters. She went straight up to the middle.
So Leanne Maguire can get her second point. This one just inside the D, right in front of the goals, into the town end. 14 minutes. Leanne Maguire looking for her second, but more importantly trying to get Monaghan in front for the very first time in this game. Kicks a little few metres there, as all good free takers do, and strokes that ball right footed over the bar, and Monaghan suddenly find themselves 3 points to 2 in front, despite the fact that they're playing second fiddle in the possession stakes. Amy Lenihan, should I say, with the kick out. Now Monaghan pushing up on the Clare kick out, which they haven't been doing up until this point, and now Brendan Rice just sees something that he's not happy with. He's blowing his whistle. We're not sure what that is, but now Monaghan pushing up, and now for the first time Amy Lennon has to go long. Underneath it there is Amy Garland. Ball broken down brilliantly to Chloe McBride, and comes back out to Amy Garland, and Amy with a nice short kick out to the far side, to the Jerry Arthur side of Clonus. Ball is a poor pass again, and that's something Darren Greenan won't be happy with. Just a few loose passes from Monaghan when they had the impetus. As ball comes back out now to Clare, and now Clare can counter, and they're countering at pace, and out they come now with Anya Keane, and Anya goes long into that corner where Chloe Maloney is there, and Chloe Maloney just runs laterally, and she looks for Fidelma Marin almost telepathically, and she just gets that goal, a beautiful goal, a ball in from Chloe Maloney, and Fidelma Marin just ghosted in, collected it, one little look at the goals, and she just put a little daisy cutter underneath Orna Kelly in the Monaghan goals. And I mean, that we said at the beginning there, Fidelma Marin 9, 18 and 24, 9 goals, well, she's made it 10, and that's a big score. Suddenly Clare 1 goal and 2, Monaghan 3 points.
It was Orna came out, and as she does, to meet the ball, but unfortunately on this occasion I think the player going in, Fidelma, was just too much to the right of her, and she just got in by her.
Yeah, it was a beautiful ball in from Chloe Maloney, and that full forward, when you're isolated, a full forward of Fidelma Marin's quality, one-on-one with the full back, there was absolutely nothing she could do, but the finish was sublime. One look, and a lot of players would blaze that ball, but she just stroked it, cool as you like, underneath Orna Kelly, who did everything right, covered all angles, but a good finish. There's nothing you can do about it. Now a bit of treatment there. I think who's getting treatment there? Is it? I think it's the full back. I think it's Naomi Cogan, the Clough player, getting a bit of treatment on the shoulder. We hope she's going to be okay to continue. Just took a little as she went in heavy to try and stop that goal, but that's the commitment that you'd expect from both sides. 1 goal and 2 points to Clare, 3 points to Monaghan. Monaghan scores, if you've just joined us, coming from Leanne Maguire. Of course, Chloe Maloney with the 2 points for Clare. She opened the scoring in the 3rd minute for Clare with a free kick from about just to the left of the Monaghan goals to make it 1 point to no score. 3 minutes later, Leanne Maguire, Maracloon sharpshooter, got the first score for Monaghan with a free, making it a point apiece, before Maloney in the 9th minute edged the banner ahead again, before Chloe McBride had a beautiful score a minute later to level matters. And Monaghan in the 14th minute got in front for the very first time, making it 3 points to 2, courtesy of Leanne Maguire's free, her second of the game. But then on the 16th minute, Fidelma Marinin with her 10th goal of the season, making it 1 goal and 2 points to Clare, 3 points to Monaghan. We're back underway and Naomi Cogan is back up and running, and that's great to see as well from a Monaghan point of view. Now the ball going through the hands, back out it comes here to Amy Garland, or is it Lauren Garland should I say, and Lauren's back wearing number 15, and she's back there helping out her defence, playing as an extra, kind of coming out of that corner forward. Monaghan playing with a two-player full forward line. Monaghan now looking a bit more dangerous as Kerry Nolan looks for opportunity, and she finds that in this Ella Carlin from Carrion Cross with a nice hand pass out to Sarah Tiernach. Really busy player trying to go in round on the end line. 2 Clare defenders for company, but she gets that hand pass away, and again the hand pass was just not collected by Leanne Maguire, and there's a bit of a clash there, and I think it was just accidental. But Brendan Rice is going to have a word there with Sarah Tiernach, who she's really fast, really busy player, isn't she? But an exciting player. There's a little bit of a buzz when she gets the ball, Mary.
There is actually. You always think there's something going to happen when she gets the ball, and when she's, particularly if she's coming in the corner, she's not afraid to go straight for the goals. Well,
I'm not sure which way this free is going. I think it's going the way of the Clare team. Brendan Rice is having a chat with a few different people. He's talking now to the Clare fullback Schiffer Niconnell from Dura Bearfield. He's also there as Ava Sherry, but it looks like it may be a free in for Monaghan. We're not sure. Or is it a throw up? Could be a throw up. Brendan Rice is keeping us in suspense, and we love a bit of drama here in Clones, and we've had many of the day where there's been plenty of drama. Now the throw up is going to go, and it is a throw up. That's really well won by Clare, but the pocket picked again, and a half shot away there. Ava Sherry, just a poacher there, got the break, put the right foot to it. She kicked it as she was falling, and out comes Clare again, this time in the form of Ciara McCarthy. Ciara McCarthy races. In fact, it's Kiva Harvey. She's such a good ball carrier, Kiva Harvey, the captain of this Clare side. They've had their heartache over the years, as you alluded to earlier, Mary, in Division 3 finals, in All-Ireland Intermediate finals, so they're hungry, but they stayed together and made this long journey north, and they've come here to really play a good brand of football. As that's a great ball in, it's collected again by Roisin Considine, and again Fidelma Marinin racing onto it. Orna Kelly gets there in front and breaks that ball out, and now racing onto it is Lauren Garland. Really good, brave goalkeeping. Back we come again with Monaghan. Monaghan trying to break out her own defence in the form of Amy Garland. Amy Garland with the ball on her own 45 metre line. Still she goes, weaves and gets through it, and the solo just gets away from her, and she has her pocket picked by Kiva Harvey, and now Kiva Harvey can go route one in there. 5 Monaghan players, 1 Clare player, and that's Chloe Maloney, but it's the Monaghan defence who come out on top. Breaking out of the defence at pace is Anya Lockman, and out comes Monaghan again. Anya Lockman just a toe poke of a pass out to the far side where Chloe McBride collects that ball, and she's on the Clare 45 metre line, about a metre in from the Jerry Arthur stand, the covered stand in Clones. As the crowd pour in, back out it comes again, and Monaghan with prolonged possession here, just trying to unlock this Clare defence. Monaghan on 3 points, Clare in 1 goal and 2. The big score coming from Fidelma Marinin in the 16th minute, 1 goal and 2 to 3, as the banner lead by 2 points. Monaghan now trying to eat into that lead. Still they go with Amy Garland. She's going round the D now. 3 Clare defenders there. Sells a dummy, gets it on the right. Has she the distance? Has she the accuracy? She has both. As the umpire decisively waves the white flag. A brilliant response there, and Amy Garland showing leadership in abundance. As I said, 21 titles for Dunamine. She's been there for a lot of them as well, not all of them but a lot of them, and she really shows her leadership there, Mary.
Oh, she did, and took it on her own.
Well, that's what Monaghan need. They need those leaders when they've got themselves up to 4 points. A beautiful score from play for Amy Garland, and it's 1-2 to 4, and Monaghan now trying to end this half with about 8 minutes remaining on with their tails up on a positive. Still it comes now, back out it comes to Lauren Garland, who changes the direction of play, racing onto it now as her sister. They're almost, as I said, telepathic. Back it comes to Amy with that brilliant score a few moments ago. 22 minutes played by my clock, but it'll be slightly different, I would say, according to Brendan Rice, who does stop the clock for any break and play, and we've had a couple. Of course, a slight injury to Naomi Cogan will have delayed matters a little bit. A point in it, as we say. Back it comes out to Anya Lockman, getting her hands on a lot of ball now, approaching the Clare 45 metre line, and she's just twisting and turning as Sarah Tiernach. Sarah looking for her first score of the match. 3 goals and 12 in 2024 so far. Monaghan playing an intricate brand of football, but a little bit too intricate. But again, racing onto it is the captain Maeve Monaghan. Monaghan by name, Monaghan by nature, and it's going to be a free in. I think a push in the back, was it? Yeah, guess, or maybe a little hold when the player was trying to release the pass, and to the right of the D, a scoreable free here, and racing on to it there, of course, decisively. We know who wants to take this one. It's going to be Chloe McBride. Chloe McBride with that left foot. She's already got a lovely point from play. That came in the 10th minute, the second point for Monaghan. This one to the right of the D, a tricky kick, but Chloe, we won't put the commentator's kibosh on her. This one just doesn't have the distance, falls short, and Clare now can break out, and that's a disappointing one. Grania Harvey now from West Clare Gales. Again, Clare going through the hands. They love to run the ball, and Sinead Considine with the ball. Sinead, still she goes. In fact, it's Laurie Ryan. Just held up enough there by the Monaghan defence, Amy Garland, and now going route one into Chloe Maloney this time, and Chloe Maloney is a handful. She's been tackled there by Maeve Monaghan. Chloe seems to have loads of time, like all the great footballers, loads of time on the ball. Now she just takes a few toes. She tries to sell a dummy to Maeve Monaghan, not an easy thing to do. Gets a beautiful hand pass to Teresa Collins. She's trying to make an angle for herself, racing onto it as Kiva Harvey gets a pass, a kick away, but it's going to have to be stronger and more decisive than that to trouble Orna Kelly in the Monaghan goals. And out comes Monaghan now again, trying to break out at pace. That was good defender from Monaghan. It just did enough to stop the Clare attack. But Clare again just putting pressure on that Monaghan defence, but Clare going through the hands, running direct at Monaghan, causing a lot of trouble. Yeah,
they are, and if they get any opportunities at all down there, except Orna is very steady in the full back line along with Naomi in front of her, they have to be on their toes definitely down there.
Now Clare regress back behind the Monaghan 45, and Monaghan can just have a little bit more comfort as their captain Maeve Monaghan takes a solo and gets that ball away. Back out it comes again to Lauren Garland. Lauren just about holds on to it, and now open space in front of her. Diagonal ball into the full forward line. Ava Sherry gets her hands to it but slips at the last second, and Clare slammed the door firmly shut on that Monaghan attack. Teresa Collins now mops things up, and back out it comes to Ailish Considine, and out come Clare again, playing, as I said, a nice brand of football. Monaghan get the numbers back, and they're breaking that ball. Chloe Maloney and Fidelma Marinan, but Maloney wins it, and Marinan's in. They're just really good in there. They won the ball. Maloney did ever so well to break that. Monaghan had numbers back, but the ball came in. Maloney used her power, strength and guile, and saw almost immediately the on-rushing Fidelma Marinan, released her, and Marinan, cool as you like, rounded Orna Kelly in the Monaghan goals and stroked the ball to the back of net. A second goal for Fidelma Marinan. And when I was looking at this Clare team and I was looking at the scores, 9-18 up until this match, she's now got 2 goals, Fidelma Marinan, 11 goals in 2024. That's phenomenal.
It is, and she's very assured when she's down there on the full forward line, despite any defence that's coming out to meet her. She has a confidence about herself, and you really have to be on your toes around her.
2-2 to 4 points, double scores, 8 points plays 4, 2 Fidelma Marinan goals in this opening half is the difference between the sides, you would say, as Monaghan now try to again respond in some way, in some fashion, as they get that ball back out. It comes to Anya Lockman. Anya getting more and more forward as this game goes on, and she has to, but Clare are compact in defence. They're huddled around that D, and Monaghan are trying to get into that scoring zone. Ava Sherry again, that ball falls short. Strong, safe hands from the goalkeeper Amy Lenihan, absolutely, and that's what you want that to be reassured when you're back there, and that was beautifully and calmly collected by Amy Lenihan. But Clare are very assured in the back. They love to play the ball through the hands, and now it gets to Teresa Collins, a nice release pass back out of the full back line. Back out it comes to Kiva Harvey, who's carried ball time and time again in this opening half, as we're about 26 minutes played by my clock, but there will be added time to remain that, and that goes in again by Ailish Considine. Route 1 into Chloe Maloney, who's absolutely just a tormentor, because you just, that ball, you kind of hold your breath, that high ball in, because she's so dangerous. And now out we come again with Kerry Nolan, and Kerry Nolan releases that ball back out to Amy Garland, and Amy just loves to carry the ball. Still she goes, twisting and turning. Now she meets a very resolute Chloe Maloney, who stops her in her tracks, and again Monaghan released that ball out to the wings to Casey Traynor. Monaghan might need to go down the flanks a little bit more, because Clare are very strong down the centre, and they might need to just stretch
pull it
that
out
defence.
wide.
Absolutely, but Clare seem to have the answers at the moment, as Jennifer Duffy collects that ball, and she's got just ambles between the 265s, and she hits the ball and she leaps in the air and claps her hands in annoyance at herself, because that was not what she had in her mind. And I'm looking down there, and we have a few.
She's seen Chloe McBride over there.
I see at half time there'll be a little bit. I've seen Mara Clune, who I'm not sure the other team that are going to play at half time. Great to see that.
I think it could be Scottstown.
It could be Scottstown, is it? Well, it's fantastic to see. I love to see that, because interest to everybody as well. See their heroes playing, and to play on this brilliant pitch. Out we come again now with the full back, Schifrin O'Connell. Shiva Connell releases that ball back out and comes to the midfielder Sinead Considine, such a famous Clare name, to Fidelma Marinan, another famous Clare name after today, because I think she's been amazing in this opening half. Still Clare twist and turn, in it comes to Chloe Maloney, and Chloe Maloney
another one,
another goal. I'm not sure, was that, we'll go back, is it Chloe Maloney with that one, or is it could have been Ailish Considine? We look at the replay here, but they're smiling at each other. I think it may have been Ailish Considine with that goal. A third goal for Clare. 3 goals and 2 points, and Ailish Considine with the goal. So the changes Clare have made, Ailish Considine coming in and Chloe Maloney coming in, have teamed up brilliantly with Fidelma Marinan, and that full forward line has been absolutely on song for the Banner County. 3 goals and 2 points to Clare, 4 points to Monaghan. Goals win games, and Clare have got the goals so far, but a long way to go here as we approach half time. Monaghan now try to respond. Sarah Tierney gets the ball wearing those blue boots, and she twists and turns. For company she has Joanna Doohan, a hand pass into Ava Sherry. What's Ava going to do? She's surrounded by the yellow and blue of Clare. Still it goes back out to Maeve Monaghan, who gets a kick away half blocked, and that's going to go to the right and wide, and that is another wide. That's a first wide from Monaghan possibly. We had a shot that fell short from Chloe McBride. 1 wide for Clare, 1 wide for Monaghan, 2 wides for Clare, but where it counts, 3 goals and 2 points to Clare, 4 points to Monaghan. The goals, 2 for Fidelma Marinan and 1 for number 23, Ailish Considine. So out we come again with Clare going through the hands again, the time and time again. Roisin Constant with the ball and having a good match here. Back it comes to Laurie Ryan. Laurie Ryan gets that ball and releases to the onrush, and coming from deep, as she's done on a few occasions, Kiva Harvey with a hand pass into Fidelma Marinan, but equal to the task there is the Monaghan full back, is it Naomi Cogan, and she gets that ball away, and she's passes not just to where it should have been, and Louise Griffin cuts that ball out for Clare, and Clare now with Sinead Considine again, they're just coming in waves as Laurie Ryan now approaches the Monaghan 45 metre line, has options, decides to give that to Kiva Harvey. She has options as well. They love to go through the hands back to Chloe Maloney. Chloe Maloney sells a dummy. She's going to go for it on the left foot. No, she's going to pass it, I would say. She's been good defending there, shepherding her laterally, making her run laterally to the goal scorer, Ailish Considine. Considine now looks up. Clare just so comfortable going through the hands, and Monaghan just can't get a hand in, as Laurie Ryan now is inside the Monaghan 45. Now coming onto it almost like a rugby winger is Sinead Considine. Clare now back to Fidelma Marinan from distance. She's full of confidence. That's a dangerous ball, but it's really well collected by Orna Kelly, and Orna sells a dummy now and makes a run out, as keepers tend to do now. Now stops and puts the handbrake on because she has a lot of yellow and blue in front of her. Now collecting the ball is Sarah Tierney, yet to score in this match, but running from deep now, loves to carry the ball, and she knows how to do it as well. An exciting player. Coming to meet her there is Sinead Considine, but still she goes, collecting it on now to Kerry Nolan. Monaghan now trying to end this half with a bit of pressure, with a score of some description. Back to Sarah Tierney with those familiar blue boots, twisting and turning, and now just the sting being taken out of this attack as Clare get numbers back. But Monaghan the reinforcements are coming, the cavalry is coming over the hill. What can Monaghan do here? They're not doing a whole pile of minutes because it's just slowed down. Back it comes to Sarah Tierney. Tierney now with the ball. Sarah Tierney collects that ball and gives it back out to Anya Lockman. Anya coming deeper and deeper into that line. The half-backs trying to knock on the door of this Clare defence. Back out it comes to Lauren Garland. Lauren Garland on the inside of the D, trying to, still she goes, weaving and running. And say the Fox runs in a zigzag, so does Lauren there, and this time it's another wide, a disappointing wide. Ava Sherry just another wide from Monaghan, and that's a second wide. They haven't had too many, but they just need to get the scoreboard ticking over. It's been a while since Monaghan had their last score. Their last score coming in the 22nd minute from Amy Garland. That's all of about 10 minutes ago. And since then Clare have taken over with 2 goals, one from Fidelma Marinan and one from Ailish Considine there, the last score we've seen. 3 goals and 2 to Clare, 4 points to Monaghan. Monaghan now putting pressure on Amy Lenihan's kick out in the Clare goals, and that could reap dividends. Well,
you have to do something like that in order to get yourself moving again, you know. And if you notice, the Clare forwards and the half forward line are pulling back to help out their defence, so they have no fear of running back up the field again. They seem to be full of fitness.
Casey Traynor with the line ball right between the 21 metre and the 45, decides to go all the way back to the full back Naomi Cogan, and Naomi now looking for options, and she gives it to Anya Lockman, the Carrickman Cross player, really good player Anya, and that ball comes back in to Monaghan, who tried to punch a hole in this Clare defence, to Chloe McBride, the O's orange boots. She's over on the left wing now, and she goes hooks it back to Naomi Cogan, and the full back standing there. Only one player for Clare in the Monaghan half of the field, and being marked by Maeve Monaghan. I think that player is Chloe Maloney, but she's a danger. But Monaghan now pushing up, they're going to throw the kitchen sink at Clare, going through the hands, but again the pass is not accurate enough, and that will be the last action of the first half as Brendan Rice blows his shrill whistle, as you can hear, and the players now, a couple of teams coming on to play at half time. Wonderful to see. The story of the match so far: nip and tuck in the early stages. Chloe Maloney opened the scoring for the Banner County, a free after 3 minutes, before Leanne Maguire from Monaghan, with a free of her own in the 6th minute, equalised matters. Clare again nosed themselves in front through the really impressive Chloe Maloney, making it 2 points to 1. This score coming from play after 9 minutes. Again, Monaghan equalised. Chloe McBride with a lovely score from play made it 2 points apiece after 10 minutes, before for the first time in the match Monaghan nosed themselves in front, courtesy of a Leanne Maguire free, making it 3 points to 2. But that was as good as it got for Monaghan, because then Fidelma Marin in the 16th minute got her first goal, making it 1-2 to 3 points, who was found brilliantly by the other impressive player Chloe Maloney, who found her with a lovely searching ball in behind the Monaghan defence. Amy Garland did respond, making it 4 points to Monaghan, 1-2 to Clare, but the last two scores of the half came the way of the Clare team. Fidelma Marin in the 25th minute with a fantastic goal, combining again with Chloe Maloney, and she rounded Orna Kelly to stroke the ball home, making it 2 goals and 2 points to 4 points. And then Ailish Considine, with a bit of consternation in the Monaghan defence, took advantage, and the ball found its way into the back of the net. And Clare 3 goals and 2 points, Monaghan 4 points. Mary, do you want to quickly give us your thoughts before we take our break?
Well, I suppose on this side I better say that Clare are fully deserving of their 3 goals and 2 points, and they have been the more ambitious team if you look at where they're going. When they get at the half forward line, they're not anyways a bit afraid to head for the goals, and if they can see a chance, even the slightest chance, they're going for it, and this paying dividends for them. Monaghan, on the other hand, are finding it very hard to get in on the half forward line, and snuffed out very easy as the half forward line of Clare comes back to help out their defence. So it's like a double whammy in front of them, so it's not working that easy for them.
Absolutely. Well, it's half time here in St Tiernach's Park. A lot more football to play, but it's Clare who've made the long journey north, and they'll be happy with their first half's work, because they earned 3 goals and 2 points. Monaghan 4 points. Chance here, wearing number 20 from Kilmurray Ibracan, a very famous and storied club here in Clare, and she just puts that ball, goalkeeper. But again, racing on to it, and the hunger is there. They're fresh here, racing on to Teresa Collins. She goes for goal again. Orna Kelly from Carrickman kicking in to the town end of Clonus here, and Leanne Maguire attempts to equalise matters, and that she does. A beautiful score in the intermediate series. Of course, Offaly the other team in, and that's a brilliant left-footed shot from Chloe Maloney, and she gets her second score of the game. Brilliantly snuffed out there. Casey Traynor bearing down on goals, but the ball breaks back out there to Chloe McBride, and Chloe McBride, with that very first time in this game, kicks it a few metres there, as all good free takers do, and strokes that ball right footed over the pace, and out they come now with Anya Keane, and Anya goes long into that corner where Chloe Maloney is there, and Chloe Maloney just runs laterally, and she looks for Fidelma Marin almost telepathically, and she just gets that goal, a beautiful goal, a ball in from Chloe around the D now. 3 Clare defenders there, sells a dummy, gets it on the right. Has she the distance? Has she the accuracy? She has both, as the umpire decides. Considine, and out come Clare again, playing, as I said, a nice brand of football. Monaghan get the numbers back, and they're breaking that ball. Chloe Maloney and Fidelma Marin in, but Maloney wins it, and Marin's in. They're just really good in there. They won the ball. Maloney did ever so. In it comes to Chloe Maloney, and Chloe Maloney gets
another one.
Another goal. I'm not sure, was that? Welcome back. We're about to get ready for the second half of this opening round of the Intermediate All-Ireland Series. As you can see by the scoreboards, there's 3 goals and 2 points to Clare, 4 points to Monaghan. Clare back out, eager to go on with the action, because they'll be very happy with their first half action. Delighted to be joined here by Vice PRO Mary Grimes with Monaghan. Mary, Clare did all the football there, running through the hands. Monaghan probably playing too much through the middle, may need to go down the flanks a little bit more. But Chloe Maloney and Fidelma Marinan have been telepathic. We have twins on the Monaghan side, Amy and Lauren Garland, but they've been telepathic as well, but definitely in a full forward line they have been immense. 2 goals from Fidelma Marinan and the third goal from Ailish Considine, who has been excellent as well. What do Monaghan need to do?
Well, Monaghan need to change where they're bringing the ball down. They need to go down, as you say, down the flanks, because going down to the middle, Clare is very, very strong, and they're just going to, lose possession, because when you're up against some of those strong players and they're coming straight for you, unless you have a lot of help coming down the middle, you're going to lose possession. So I think Monaghan, if they stay out wide maybe and bring their corner forwards into the game, that might help them pass it in. Maybe the centre half forward going through, full forward maybe coming out a bit just to take that ball in. And don't need to go near the goals. They need to get points on the board now straight away.
Well, a little bit of a breeze there blowing. It's blowing towards the Rosslea corner of St Tiernach's Park. Will favour Monaghan. We had there looking out the midfield there of, number 6 is out there for Joanna Doohan round the middle field chatting to Brendan Rice. Monaghan now making their way back out on the field, coming from the old dressing room side, but that full forward line, the camera was on them a few moments ago, as we mentioned. Ailish Considine, Fidelma Marinan and Chloe Maloney, they have been the danger, but they're getting plenty of supply, because Clare are working that ball from their own full back line, half back line, and then they're looking for that diagonal ball.
They seem to have very good runners from the centre half, from the half back line coming up through the middle, and the midfield is waiting to take the ball on, so they're not running out of speed, because they're not having to go the whole way, so there's a lot of help along the way for them.
Mary, will ask you to keep an eye on any possible changes on the Monaghan side. See if Darren Greenan has rung the changes. Wayne Freeman, the Clare manager, will be happy with his first half, but we're only halfway here. Anything can happen. 3 goals and 2, 11 points to 4. It's a big lead, 7 points, but it's not insurmountable. No. And of course, if Monaghan can start getting a few majors and rattle the net, then anything can happen. But definitely, as we mentioned, and I've said it a few times at this stage, 9-18 to Fidelma Marinan before she came in here. She is now up to 11 goals in 18, and we have a change on the Monaghan side. Celine Nally coming in from Scottstown. She has come into the midfield, and also in there in the midfield is Leanne Maguire, as she was for that throw up. So Celine Nally in, she's in to bolster that midfield. A good player, Mary.
Yeah, very good and very strong.
So Scottstown's Celine Nally in for that throw in, and broken there by Leanne Maguire, another very strong, skillful player. And Celine Nally gets her first touch of the ball, and we're on the way here in this second half as Monaghan now try to climb this mountain point by point. A 7-point deficit at half time. The Banner County in complete control. Going across now, back out to Lauren Garland, running laterally. Back to Amy Garland. Amy now shrugs off the challenge of the Clare player and goes short, and back out it comes to Anya Lockman, who really had a lot of touches on the ball there in that opening half. And we come here with Lauren Garland, who makes an ambitious effort, goes to the left and wide. A third wide for Monaghan. Monaghan trying to use that little bit of breeze, the breeze blowing into the corner here in the Rosslea end, as the score remains 3 goals and 2 to Clare, 4 points to Monaghan. Now pushing up in the kick out, Amy Lennon has to go long, and does go long. Monaghan have the numbers back. They're going to win this kick out, and again better from a Monaghan point of view is Casey Traynor, another Scottstown player, collects that ball and goes short, collected by Ella Carlin from Carrickmacross to Anya Lockman, her teammate and clubmate. Back out it comes here to the captain, Maeve Monaghan. Maeve now trying to make inroads here, goes short. That's an ambitious, but Ava Sherry uses all of her strength and skill to get that ball, and she's looking for her first score of the match, and she gets her first score of the match. A beautiful score with the left boot. She has been Monaghan's top scorer throughout 2024, 3 points in the Ulster final, her first point today, and Monaghan draw first blood in this second half. 5 points to Monaghan, 3 goals and 2. A bright start there for Monaghan, Mary.
Yeah, very good, very good. And that time they were far more ambitious in their attack.
So that's the first score, 6 points in it now, Monaghan. But again, winning the kick out here, back into Fidelma Marin, who has lots of green space in front of her, and of course the on-rushing Chloe Maloney if she needs her. Chloe Maloney with a dummy run. Ailish Considine as well there on the premises. An ambitious effort from Fidelma Marin, and goes to the right and wide, and that's going to be a third wide for Clare. Monaghan then, the score remains Monaghan 5 points, Clare 3 goals and 2 points. Now what's going to happen with the kick out here as Orna Kelly holds that ball, has options, uses one of those options, and his ball's collected there by Maeve Monaghan, going through the hands back to Anya Lockman, always willing, always available to take that possession. Out it comes again to Ella Carlin, her Carrickmacross Cross clubmate. Of course, doing great work throughout the schools in Monaghan as well, and minor level and junior football there. They won an Ulster as well, Carrickmacross, all the way to the All-Ireland. Collected this time by Kerry Nolan from Airog, going through the hands. This one just not a little look away pass, but it's going to return again. It's collected by Amy Garland, and Amy with a brilliant point in that first half, looking to get more here. Gets it back to Leanne Maguire. Monaghan just holding on to a bit of possession, starting the half the way Clare started the first half, with possession. Lauren Garland collects that ball. Now Lauren approaches the Clare 45 line. Fidelma Marin coming back, gets a tackle in, a good tackle, and Monaghan now just struggling to get back past this physical Clare defence. Leanne Maguire collects that ball, creeping inside the Clare 45. Now Amy Garland with the ball. Amy sells a dummy. 3 Clare, a wall of yellow and blue there from the Clare players. Back to Leanne Maguire, and Monaghan are struggling to break this physical and stout Clare defence. Really stoic stuff. Ava Sherry has to work so hard for those balls, but she does get it. This time Sheafern O'Connell there for company, but she wins the battle. Has a lovely point. The first point coming from Ava Sherry. The second point coming from Amy Garland. What a score there. And Monaghan, the team talk seems to have worked, because after 3.5 minutes, 2 scores on the bounce for Monaghan. They hadn't scored for over 15 minutes in the first half. Now they've got 2 in a row, one from Ava Sherry and a second point there from Amy Garland. What a brilliant score, Mary.
Yes, absolutely. That's what I said. They're far more ambitious coming into the second half. Similar to what they did against Down. They're not afraid. There's a missed pass by Clare there, and Monaghan is going to capitalise on this.
Amy Garland with 2 points. Goal chance. What a save from Amy Lenihan. Racing into it. God. Sarah Tierney, as I said, she said 3-12
she was just very unlucky there.
Yeah, 3-12 in 2024. She hasn't scored in this match yet, and she almost got a goal there, and that would have turned this match on its head. Yeah. 6 points to Monaghan. 3-2 to Clare. Clare on the counter attack now, looking to capitalise. Ball going through the hands to Anya Keane. Anya Keane stops short of the Monaghan 45. Great defender from Monaghan, but still Clare hold on to it. Laurie Ryan on the ball now, inside the Monaghan D. Back out it comes to Ciara McCarthy. Gets a lovely right-footed kick away. It's high, it's accurate, and a decisive wave of the white flag from the umpire, and Clare weathered the storm, and that could have been a goal for Monaghan. Instead it's a point for Clare. 3-3 to Clare, 6 points to Monaghan. A nice score for Ciara McCarthy, her first of the day, and she just responds and just lets Monaghan know that Clare are still dangerous. But Monaghan were very unlucky. Sarah Tierney with that effort. What a save from Amy Lenihan in the Clare goals. You just can't beat a good goalkeeper, and that's what happened there. So Monaghan still wait for that goal. A goal could turn on its head. Still they go now. Monaghan playing with their tails up here, as they did in the second half against Down. Coming now, racing through is Jennifer Duffy. Brilliant play there, and now a free for Maeve Monaghan, who was fouled. Pulled back. Maeve looking for a decisive ball into Ava Sherry. Gets that ball. Ava looking for her second. Brilliant block down from the full back there, and Ava and her having a great battle. Sheafern O'Connell and Ava Sherry having a real old school full forward, full back battle. Sheafern O'Connell coming out on top there. Ava Sherry with the first score of the second half. 6 points to Monaghan, 3-3 to Clare. Double scores, 12 points plays 6. Monaghan looking for that big goal to try and get themselves back into this game. They almost had it a few moments ago with Sarah Tierney. A loose pass out of defence, and ball collected again there by the midfielder Jennifer Duffy, who had an excellent run a few moments ago. Now Lauren Garland collects that ball. Lauren just runs into that tackle and uses her momentum to break away, collecting that ball again to Jennifer Duffy. Prevalent in this second half. Back out comes a returning ball to Lauren Garland. Monaghan playing with far more energy and far more possession, as Sarah Tierney again tries to get this ball over the bar or under the bar, whichever, as she runs at this defence. Back to Ava Sherry, and again Ava and Sheafern O'Connell. Everything's a battle there. Ball now stroked over the bar brilliantly there by Lauren Garland. And that's a great score. In fact, Amy Garland with point number 3 for Amy Garland. What a brilliant return there for the one number 5. She's playing almost as a half forward at the minute, but that is 3 great scores, and Amy Garland has been a real leader for Monaghan here. 3 points for Amy Garland from a half back position. Fantastic stuff. Monaghan 7 points. Clare 3 goals and 3 points. As on we come now, the kick out goes out to the wing there and is collected this time by Joanna Doohan. Really game ebbing and flowing. The game lighting up here, Mary. It's going to kind of come to life. Monaghan have just woken up a little bit here.
They definitely have. It's, as I said before, it's very similar to how they approached the game in the second half against Down. And look, they nearly did get over the line that day. If they keep at this, who knows what might happen? A goal chance or 2, and you're right back into it then again.
Well, I hope you're enjoying it at home. Clare having a great game. Monaghan now responding, and we have a game ebbing and flowing. It's a 5-point deficit at the moment. 12 points, 3-3 to Clare, which makes 12. Monaghan on 7. Monaghan outscoring Clare 3 points to 1 in this second half so far. But Clare know where the net is because they got 3 big first half goals, courtesy of 2 from Fidelma Marinan, and of course the other one coming from Ailish Considine. Now Clare on the attack again. Really dangerous full forward line, so composed, coming off the shoulder now is the Clare team. Still they look for options. Of course it comes to Fidelma Marinan. 2 goals to her name in that first half, looking to get her first point. Sells another dummy. Fantastic play. The crowd says she overcarried it. I'm not so sure. She gets this time onto the left foot and the ball just goes wide. Good calm goalkeeping from Orna Kelly, but that's really good play. They're very good up front, Clare, and Fidelma Marinan is a handful. This time she puts the ball out to the wide, and it's a 4th wide for Clare, 3 wides for Monaghan, and the score remains 3-3 to 7. Clare letting Monaghan have their kickouts, and Monaghan go short with the kick out and find their target. Back out it comes here to Maeve Monaghan, looking for options. Has that option in the form of a midfielder, but the ball is a poor one, and Ella Carlin can't stop it, and Clare win their free. Clare go backwards now and just regroup and try to take the sting out of this impetus that Monaghan have brought in this second half. Centre half forward Kiva Harvey, who loves to carry the ball, has been fantastic, growing through the centre. Back it comes, pocket pick there brilliantly by Amy Garland, and Amy now gets that ball into the full forward line to Leanne Maguire. Leanne Maguire has the onrushing Amy Garland, takes a hop. Amy Garland still going. 3 points to Amy Garland's name. She knows where the posts are. On the 21 metre line, 3 Clare defenders coming back is the centre half forward Kiva Harvey. Still Amy Garland goes through the legs of Amy Lenihan, but again Amy Lenihan time and time again has repelled the Monaghan attack. Another big save from the Clare goalkeeper, but Monaghan pushing up again, but Clare will live to fight another day on this one as Teresa Collins goes back into her full back line, but her pass is a poor one, and Sarah Tierney looks for her first score. Right footed effort, good pressure from the Monaghan attack, gets Monaghan up to 8 points, 3-3 to 8, and Sarah Tierney does in fact get her first score off this match, a much deserved score, and that was good pressure. Could have been a goal, but this time they got something out of it. The last time Monaghan had the goal chance from Sarah Tierney, Clare went down and got a point. This time Monaghan got some out of it. 8 points please.
Monaghan is working their way back here famously, aren't they?
Yes,
really,
absolutely.
you know.
The deficit now, we're right down to a 4-point deficit. Monaghan just taking it point at a time as Clare now coming out of their own defence. This game is in the melting pot, back through the hands of Laurie Ryan. Clare now looking for opportunity here, and a beautiful ball into the full forward line where the onrushing Chloe Maloney collects that ball. She will have Aoife Bannigan for company. Maloney really assured, so comfortable on the ball, just looking for options, looking for opportunity, twisting and turning. It's going to win her free, and that's fantastic play. She's just such a handful in there, Chloe Maloney.
But the Monaghan defence are working very hard now. I think they're much more capable than what they thought in this first half, you know, and they're really sticking to their job here.
Absolutely.
It makes life a lot easier than when it goes down for the forward line.
And the other big thing from a Monaghan point of view is they're having possession. They have the lion's share possession. They were playing second fiddle in the first half. Clare dictated the possession stakes and therefore dictated the scoreboard.
And maybe what we said was that they are bringing the ball out further. They're using all parts of the field to get the ball down to the forward line. Bringing
a little bit of structured chaos to it, running from different angles. But the other person who creates chaos from a Clare point of view, Chloe Maloney, wins her own free. This is a difficult free. Over by the Jerry Arter stand, the covered stand is in Tiernach's Park. She's about midway between the 21 metre line and the 45 metre line. She's not going to go for it. She goes short, in fact, and collects that ball to Laurie Ryan. Laurie Ryan twists and turns, going through the hands, back to Maloney. Maloney just running. lot of defenders back from Monaghan getting tight to her. She's looking for that angle, shrugs off. Oh, beautiful dummy. Now she gets the right foot to it. If that ball goes over the bar, it'll be a cracking score. Orna Kelly comes out and meets it, catches it in the bread basket, and out come Monaghan again. Maeve Monaghan now gets like a hare being chased by two hounds there. She runs and twists and turns, and eventually she gets away. Elusive running there from Maeve Monaghan, the Monaghan captain, and she wins her free. And Brendan Rice, I think there's going to be a change on the Monaghan side coming on there from the Monaghan point of view. Going off is going to be number 9, I think. Number 9's going off is going to be Ella Carlin, and going on, we will see in a moment, there is a change. You might see it better. 27. Yeah, so it's going to be Niamh Flanagan. Correct on the first time, Mary. Well done. Eagle eyes. So Niamh Flanagan in for Ella Carlin. So fresh legs coming in round that engine room in the midfield area.
And Clare
making a change as well. We'll have number 23 is going off. So Ailish Considine going off, and number 19 Orla Devitt is in. So Orla Devitt, who was down to start on the programme, has made her way in, and the Kilmurray Ibracan player is in. 2 points to her name in 2024 for Orla Devitt, so she is in for Éire Óg Ennis. In fact, though she wasn't down, it was Amy Sexton down to start, but Orla Devitt is in nonetheless. A very, very good player. Now, Monaghan again coming, looking for opportunity, just shy of the Clare 45 metre line. Leanne Maguire's there if she's needed. This time it goes to Chloe McBride. A couple of points to her name as well. Chloe McBride, beautiful ball into Sarah Tiernach. There's a goal chance, there's an overlap. Will go over the bar maybe from Ava Sherry, and this ball is put over the bar from Ava Sherry. And the second point in the second half for Ava Sherry, and suddenly Monaghan are up to 9 points, and we have a 3-point deficit here.
Yep.
Beautiful score there from Monaghan. There was a sniff of a goal, but Ava Sherry doing the right thing, left footed.
That's what I said. They were much better off taking their points, and the points have now added a great structure to their game.
3 goals and 3 points, 12 points for Clare, 9 points for Monaghan. The game 13 and a half minutes old. It zipped by in this second half. An absorbing game as Kiva Harvey, the captain from the Clare side, time and time again has ran at this Monaghan fence. Fidelma Marin, goal chance, rounds Orna Kelly. There is no better finisher in the game at the moment. Fidelma Marin with a hat trick. What a score. And just like it looked like Monaghan were creeping back into this game, Fidelma Marin, released by the young Russian Kiva Harvey, who must be mentioned, has ran time and time again through the centre of the Monaghan defence. But Fidelma Marinan, when she's put in one-on-one with the keeper, she rounded Orna Kelly and put that ball straight into the back of the net. 3 goals for Fidelma Marinan. Again, it was alluded to, she had 11 goals scored before this. She's now up 9 goals scored before this. She's now up to 12 goals for 2024. But Monaghan are coming again. They're responding again as a spirited Monaghan defence here. They're not going to give up without a fight, as we have the scoreboard. 4 goals and 3 points to 9 points. And that old cliche. I suppose cliches are usually true though. Goals do win games.
Well, goals do win games, but if you get enough points into the bargain, you know, it'll help your situation much easier. It'll help you. If you take your points, then the goals, as they say, will come.
Look after your pennies and the pounds look after themselves.
Yes.
Isn't that it?
Yeah.
Out we come again now with Clare. And Clare just... That's a real kind of pressure release, that goal from Fidelma Marinan, because Clare were on the rack in the opening 15 minutes, but the goal now has given them a little bit more confidence, and they can take a little bit more relief out of it, because out we come again with Anya Keane. But again, Monaghan fighting, giving it everything. This has been a really, really good second half here. We're only halfway through it. About 15 minutes gone here in the second half in St. Tiernach's Park. 4 goals and 3 to Clare, 9 points to Monaghan. As out we come again, a free there on Amy Sexton, and it's going to be a free in. The full forward there is there, full Fidelma Marinan is there as well, but will she go for it? It's a fair bit out. It's about 40 metres out to the left of the goals, and the breeze not helping her either, but she will be full of confidence. 3 goals, it's a nice haul for any full forward, and we're not over yet. She goes short.
No, she does exactly
finds it
as you
brilliantly.
said.
Finds Amy Sexton. Amy now going through the hands. Back comes Kiva Harvey. She's looking for a score. She'll deserve it if she gets it, and she does get it. That's a great score from Kiva Harvey, who I have to mention, Mary, has ran so well at the Monaghan defence, right through that centre half forward channel. Has been the transition from half back to the forward line. She's been the link player.
You would say the link, that's definitely what she is.
But she gets her first score of the match. Kiva Harvey, after 16 minutes, she gets her first score of the game, but she's set up plenty and she's worked tirelessly. 4 goals and 4 points. plays 9 points, and we're back out to a 7-point deficit again as Monaghan come on the attack again, marauding down the left hand side. Lauren Garland, really good player. Garland gets it back out to her sister Amy. 3 points to her name from half back for Amy Garland. Ball back into the centre, releasing it back here to Celine Nally. Nally gives that ball now, and Dion rushing. It's Naomi Cogan with the ball, and the ball broken, half broken down there to Maeve Monaghan. Maeve goes route one, ghosting in behind the defence and caught brilliantly by Kerry Nolan. Corner back. Goal chance comes back out for Monaghan, and Ava Sherry, the break, the save was brilliant from Amy Lenihan, but the poacher supreme, Ava Sherry, was there for the break, and she gets Monaghan's goal, and they're up on 1-9, and that's 1 goal and 2 points for Ava Sherry in this second half, as we have at 17 minutes old. A brilliant goal, again a great save from Amy Lenihan, but this time Monaghan alive to the break.
Yeah, definitely so. Yeah, they could see they had the players down there to do it. They weren't just taking the chances, and they were maybe allowing Clare to dictate terms down there, but at the minute they're not doing that.
16 points plays 12, 4 points in it. This game is not over yet. I hope you're enjoying it wherever you're watching at home. Ball going through the hands, back to Sarah Tierney. Here she's got another chance, gets her second point of the game, and that's over the bar. And now Monaghan playing again, and they're a real confidence team because they do end games strongly, and they now have another 1-1 without reply since that score from Fidelma Marinan and Kiva Harvey with 1-1, but Monaghan now with 1-1 of their own. Sarah Tierney with her second point. 1 goal and 10 from Monaghan, 4 goals and 4 points for Clare. We're right in it now, 3 points in it, a score game. As Clare now over tight to the covered stand over in the Jerry Arthur stand of St Tiernach's Park, filling up nicely. A lot of red there, as you'd imagine, coming from the wee county, from Louth. They're a team full of confidence. Monaghan playing later on at 3:30, where they'll take on in the second game of the Group 4 All-Ireland Sam Maguire series. Now Fidelma Marin, well, ribbon in her hair, blowing in the wind, being pulled in twists and turns, and she gets that pass away. Back out to Laurie Ryan. Laurie Ryan decides to go backwards, and it's the wise thing to do as the ball is collected by Orla Devitt. Orla Devitt with the ball. She introduced there a few moments ago for Ailish Considine. Back comes Clare with a bit of prolonged possession to Kiva Harvey. Harvey with 1-1, 1-2 in 2024, a point to her name today. Back out it comes to Sinead Considine, and Clare just taking the sting out of it. Monaghan with the impetus. Monaghan with their confidence high. A lovely tackle there from the Monaghan defender, and an injury to boot, but Monaghan on the turnover, on the break. Ball collected Sarah Tierney. Sarah Tierney is going to come against Grania Harvey. Still goes Sarah, she's about, lovely pass in, no, broken up brilliantly there. Schiffer O'Connell playing in the front of Ava Sherry and wins that ball, and that was a real chance for Monaghan to get in behind the Clare defence.
A goal chance.
Yeah, it was a goal chance.
Just doesn't happen that easy.
No, the last pass just let them down as Louise Griffin comes out for the Clare players, and out comes Kiva Harvey. Has tirelessly, I'd love to see the GPS clock on Kiva Harvey, because she has covered some amount of ground here and carried some amount of ball. Definitely has had more possession than anyone else on that field at the moment. Back it out comes to Laurie Ryan, the midfielder, looking for opportunity from Banner. Back it comes to Banner County and the club Banner. Back it comes to Kiva Harvey, captain in the side and leading from example, but I put the commentators kiboshing there as Lauren Garland takes the breaking ball. In fact, I think it was Celine Nally maybe broke the ball up, but back out it comes here to Maeve Monaghan. Maeve Monaghan finds a little bit dangerous there, but it is collected by Casey Traynor, and Casey Traynor wins that and takes, despite a heavy knock from the Clare player down, accidental, and she's going to need a bit of treatment, and that's very sporting there from Jennifer Duffy calling the physio on. Again, Ava Sherry looks for the ball, and she's just not happy with the way the ball has been brought in, and that ball now I think is a line ball to Monaghan, but the ball she's just not happy with the supply. It's just not coming easy for her. Yeah,
it's sort of, rather than coming to her chest, it sort of went by her. And it's very difficult to turn with somebody like a full back, or a back that was tight to her like that.
Well, she wins her free nonetheless, and Chloe McBride going to look for her second score off the game, and this is a difficult kick. She might go short. Brendan Rice having a chat with her. I'm not sure what he's saying, we're not privy to that, but it's going to be Chloe McBride here with that left foot, and a bit of treatment there for the Clare cornerback. I think it's Grania Harvey getting a bit of treatment. It's Fidelma Marinan getting a bit of treatment. She's a player that Clare won't want to see going off. A hat-trick of goals for Fidel Mamarin so far, as Chloe McBride goes for this kick. This one's going to go to the right and wide, and it's a wide for Monaghan, a fourth wide for Monaghan, and the score remains 1 goal and 10 to Monaghan. That's 13 points. 4 goals and 4 to Clare, plays 16 points, 3 points in it, and we have 9 minutes at least remaining here as Amy Lenihan takes that, and she's been brilliant for the Banner County. 3 big saves from the Clare keeper, as Clare going through the hands again, going short with the kick out, winning possession, holding possession, and they're running through the hands, and again the aforementioned Kiva Harvey gets that ball, and time again, and she directs traffic there as well. What a leader she's been. To the centre half back, Joanna Doohan now looking for options. Of course, that option there, just on, she almost plays like a Trevor Giles type player, Kiva Harvey. She's just been everywhere. But again, a poor pass from Clare is snatched upon by Kerry Nolan, and Kerry Nolan.
This is all with pressure coming from Monaghan.
Absolutely, it's a pressure game out there, and you got to hold on to possession. Sarah Tierney, another player, plays that similar possession game, linking attack and defence. Back comes to Chloe McBride, back to Amy Garland. Amy Garland going through the hands. Monaghan on the attack. Here it is with Celine Nally, the Scottstown player, gives it back to Chloe McBride. McBride from Éire Óg. Number 24 on position, Katie McCaffrey, another Scottstown player who snuck in without us knowing as well. Katie's in the fray. I'm not sure who she replaced, Mary. You might have a look at that, but back it comes out here, going through the hands. Monaghan really looking for something here. Collecting that ball, Sarah Tierney twisting and turning, trying to get a kick away, blocked down again. Where's the break going to go? It collected by Amy Garland. 3 points to Amy Garland's name. Diagonal ball, a beautiful ball in there, but no, snatched out of the Clonus sky there by Kiva Harvey, and on the attack now, and Fidel Mamarin on the counter, and the counter attack is very dangerous. Fidel Mamarin now, 3 Monaghan players racing after her. Still they go, still Marinan goes. She's not going to be caught. What's she going to do? She's going to lob Orna Kelly. A 4th goal for Fidel Mamarin. What a cool finish, what pace, what athleticism. Monaghan couldn't get near her. She stretched those legs, she pinned for home, and she just had the wherewithal and the aplomb to finish and lob Orna Kelly. What a finish there by Fidel Mamarin.
Absolutely, you couldn't credit her with more. I mean, you know, she just seen it opening up in front of her, and she didn't mind who was around her. She just kept going straight.
Well, Fidel Mamarin and Clare on the counter attack are very, very dangerous. Monaghan had pushed up, and then the turnover, they were gone. And Fidel Mamarin, when she got in behind that Monaghan defence, she had a lot of work to do, 45 metres in front of her, when she took it, and in fact she was breaking away from the defenders and she was in possession. So what an athlete, what a skillful player. I suppose
the athleticism in her, the long legs and the stretch, and she was just able to keep by them.
But the finish then was something else as well. What a lob. What is such a cool finish. But Clare, 5 goals and 4 points. Monaghan 1 goal and 10. Look, Monaghan have scored 11 times, Clare have scored 9 times, but it's Clare, 5 goals, that's big scoring. 19 points plays 13, and again we're back to that 6 point deficit, and Monaghan just can't seem to break. To get within 3 points, but Clare get those goals at the vital times, and out comes Orna Kelly now. Orna Kelly, who's had a brilliant game for Monaghan, despite the fact that there's been 5 goals for past her, but there's absolutely nothing she could have done, and she's made some great saves as well. Back out it comes, through the hands. Still we go with Monaghan. This time it's Lauren Garland, as we see the foghorns in the background. Still Lauren Garland goes, twisting and turning and just trying to get through this miserly Clare defence, and Monaghan just coming in waves. Anya Lockman on the ball, going back to Sarah Tierney, racing onto it now is a 3-pointer. Amy Garland, she's looking for point number 4, doesn't shoot, instead gives it back onto the on-rushing Celine Nally. Again the pass is a poor one, and Chloe McBride can't collect it, and just those a couple of passes at the last moment, Mary, have let Monaghan down.
Yes, it's exactly that. The sharpness just sometimes, maybe is tiredness, I don't know which. You know, you have to be sharp, especially when you get that chance.
Well, Fidel Mamarin again collected that ball in the Monaghan half, ran 40 metres, and she just couldn't go any further. She was being chased by Kerry Nolan, and then coming over to meet her as well was Jennifer Duffy, but the kick was a poor one, and Monaghan get away with it. Chloe McBride now between the two 65s, diagonal ball into the full forward line, collected this time by Lauren Garland. Lauren now, but there's requisite numbers from a Clare point of view. They're just in a wave. They're very well drilled. They've got 4 players across that 21 metre line, and Monaghan don't have enough numbers up, but it's going to be a free in, a foul on Lauren Garland, and she's going to take this one to the left of the D. The wind in her favour as well, blowing right across the goals there in the Rosslea end of St Tiernach's Park, where Monaghan are kicking. Another change on the Monaghan side. We'll see who that is. I see a fresh legs coming in. Going off is Chloe McBride, I know that much, and I think it's going to be, is it Roisin Lennon in?
Eva Woods.
Eva Woods.
Woods, I think it's Eva
Is it
Woods.
Eva Woods?
I think it's Eva Woods. Number 19.
Number 19, indeed. Mary, I say like an eagle, I have to say. Number 19, Eva Woods in, and
there's a change on the Clare team also. I think the referee is just waiting on this change to be made.
Coming in there wearing number 17, is it? Yeah, 17 in, and that's going to be Rebecca Doohan, and she's going to be replacing Louise Griffin. So Rebecca Doohan in for Louise Griffin. Both sides making the changes, and rightly so. But
and another change for Clare.
In where number 15 is going to be Megan Downs, who was down to start, so she's coming in. So the Curra Clare player is in for Clare, so we'll expect that to ring the changes, and it's going to be a free in here, and it's going to be taken. I think it's going to be Amy Garland with this one, is it?
Could be.
She goes right footed, and that one looks very good. And that ball goes over the bar. Great score there for Monaghan. A fourth point there, or a first point should I say, for Lauren Garland. So Lauren Garland with that point, and Monaghan up to 1 goal in 11. It's just very difficult to break the stranglehold that Clare have on the scoreboard. 1-11 to Monaghan, 5 goals and 4 points to Clare. As we've 19 points, plays 14, but again Monaghan win it, and they're not finished yet. There's drama, there's still drama as Ava Sherry tries to pick that ball up, and she does, but that battle with Schiefer and O'Connell, nothing is easy, but she gets that ball away, back out to Sarah Tierney. Back it comes again. In fact, this time it was collected by Eva Woods. Eva Woods wearing those blue boots similar to Sarah Tierney, collected again on through the hands to Niamh Flanagan, who's in. And Monaghan just trying to unlock this offence, but Clare have the numbers back. They're playing with one player up there, that's Fidelma Marin, and now Sarah Tierney with those blue boots gets it onto the right foot, looking for point number 2, but it's a wide on this occasion. 5 wides for Monaghan, 4 wides for Clare. Score remains Monaghan 1-11, Clare 5 goals and 4, as we have about 2 minutes remaining here, as it's just a dodgy kick out there, but it's getting away with it. Amy Lenihan got away with it. Monaghan almost on top of that kick out, but Clare get it and they make the requisite distance. Out we come again with Amy Sexton to Laurie Ryan. Laurie Ryan gets it to the on-rushing Kiva Harvey, who's tight to the sideline here on the Pat McGrain terrace side of Clonus. Back to Laurie Ryan going, and she's been pulled and dragged there by Maeve Monaghan, but still Clare go. This time it's in the form of the new fresh legs Amy Sexton. Clare with a bit of possession here, knocking on the Monaghan defensive door. Back comes onto the on-rushing Clare midfielder. This time it's Sinead Considine. Sinead Considine gets that ball away, and Clare are playing very, very well here. They're going to try and get one more score, maybe a point, maybe even a goal. They go for a point on this occasion, and I think it's the cornerback Anya Keane coming up from defence to get a score for Clare, and that's just really well worked, and they get themselves up to 5 goals and 5 points to Monaghan's 1 goal and 11. I think that was Anya Keane with that one. Really good score. Coming up, the defender coming up to on the overlap to help the attack. Monaghan go short with the kick out. Again, they're looking for another goal to just somehow try their best to get something out of this match, but it's been Clare who've been in control. They only were behind for one occasion, and that's with a Leanne Maguire free early in the first half, in the 14th minute, when Monaghan led 3 points to 2. Since then, Clare have taken complete control of the scoreboard, with goals, 4 of them coming from Fidelma Marin and the other coming from Ailish Considine, and that has been the story of the match. Anya Keane with the last score coming from Clare, getting up to 5 goals and 5 points as we are nearing the end of this very entertaining, very absorbing opening round of the Intermediate All-Ireland Series. Of course, Offaly, the other team in the group. 2 teams will go through in the group, so all is not lost here, as again Anya Keane, who's enjoying herself up in that full forward line, but the pass is a poor one, and back come Monaghan, this time in the form of Eva Woods, and she collects that ball, and Monaghan tried to break out of their own defence. Now it's up to the discretion of Brendan Rice. He is the man who stops the clock for any stop and play. On my clock we're in 30 minutes. So on we come with Monaghan, just breaking through there brilliantly. There is Niamh Flanagan, the O'Neill Shamrock player, with a diagonal ball into the full forward and collected by Lauren Garland, an athletic leap off the ground like a salmon, collecting that ball, and still they go, twisting and turning, and runs into trouble, and wins are free to the left of the D. Going to be too little too late, going to have to try to engineer a goal to make Clare a little bit more uneasy in the end, in the dying embers of this match. So it's Lauren Garland who won that free herself. She's going to take this free. She had one a few moments ago, went to the right and wide. This this one probably a little bit more scoreable. Right-footed effort, I would say, to the left of the D, as the crowd building up here. The red of Louth, the white and blue of Monaghan. Lauren Garland with the kick. This one is hanging in the air, and this one goes over the bar. And Lauren Garland with her second point of the day, getting Monaghan up to 1 goal and 11. That's 2 scores on the trot for Lauren Garland. 1 goal and 12, plays 5 goals and 5 points. 19 points, plays 15, 4 points in it. It's a comfortable lead at this stage of the game. 4 points, you just have that little bit of reassurance. And now Kiva Harvey with the ball, who's another player who could be up for player of the match at this stage, but there's another player who'll definitely be up for it. 4-goal Fidelma Marinan with the ball. The white and black boots, unusual. Kicks it with the black boot, but this one's going to go into the grateful arms of Orna Kelly and the Monaghan goals, and out comes an Carrick Cross player. Goes short, gives it to our midfielder, Jennifer Duffy. Jennifer Duffy inside her own D, just looking for opportunity. Clare pushing up now, getting into position, playing as a sweeper there as Joanna Doohan as a traditional centre half back. Now Clare get the numbers back. Really hard to break down this Clare team. They'll be a shorter journey home, back on down to Clare as again half blocked down, and Clare win that turnover and out they come again. We're into the injury time here. As I say, it's up to the discretion of Brendan Rice, going through the hands. Anya Keane scored a nice point a few moments ago, and on she goes again, and there's an overlap here. There could be a goal chance. Decides to give it to Fidelma Marinan. She'll get the return. Anya Keane with a goal chance, gives a hand pass, and Clare are going to finish with a goal, and that's a brilliant team move. And Sinead Considine puts the cherry on top of a brilliant score, a brilliant team effort, a brilliant team move. 6 goals and 5 points, and Anya Considine, the midfielder, getting on the end of that, and combined with Anya Keane and Fidelma Marinan, selfless. And I think now it's just up to Brendan Rice. I'm not sure how much. I'm about 3 minutes into injury time. He has been stopping the clock as he went along. 6-5 to 112. 23 points to 15. An 8-point deficit. Doesn't do Monaghan justice, but those goals have just absolutely destroyed Monaghan today. Ball into the full forward line, and it's going to be Ava Sherry trying to win it. She's fighting tooth and nail there. 4 Clare defenders round her. Gets it onto the right foot. It's like a Gary Owen. It hangs in the air. Who's going to win it? It's going to be a Monaghan player wins it. Monaghan on the attack here. Point effort, and that ball goes over the bar. That one was over by, could have been Niamh Flanagan. Could have been Niamh Flanagan, yeah. It's 1 goal and 13 points to Monaghan, 6 goals and 5 to Clare. So a good positive ending for Monaghan as they play on. Out come Clare again, looking for more, looking to come under waves and waves of attack, full of energy. Back out it comes to Chloe Maloney, real tormentor, quieter in this second half, but this girl hasn't. Fidelma Marinan, still she goes, and it just opens up for her, coming off the shoulder, decides to stop, goes for the point, knows where the nets are, knows where the posts are as well. Fidelma Marinan with another score, and gets Clare up to 6 goals and 6 points. Monaghan remain on 1 goal and 13. And Brendan Rice says that will be that, and he ends matters here. But at half time, 3 goals and 2 points to Clare, 4 points to Monaghan. Monaghan started the second half brilliantly. Points from Ava Sherry, Amy Garland with 2, getting her tally up to 3 points. Narrowed the gap to 3 points. Monaghan 9 points, Clare 3 goals and 3 points. Sarah Tiernach as well, Ava Sherry, all those getting on the scoreboard, and the 3-point deficit. It looked like Monaghan could turn this around, but then, as she did in the first half, Fidelma Marinan in the 14th minute of the second half with a goal. That was another point added to by the midfielder, or the centre half forward, Kiva Harvey, the captain, who ran tirelessly, who was phenomenal from a Clare point of view, put up so many miles on the clock, made it 4-4 to 9 points. But then Ava Sherry got a goal from Monaghan in the 17th minute. The effort coming in, Amy Lenihan, the Clare goal, saved it, but the break came out to Ava Sherry, who blasted the ball into the open net, making it 1-9 to 4-4. Again, we're up into a 4-point game, and Sarah Tiernach narrowed that gap even more from a Monaghan point of view, making it 1-10 to Monaghan, 4-4 to Clare, 3 points in it. But again, Fidelma Marinan, a hat-trick, a 5th goal for Clare, 5-4, before Lauren Garland got a score, making it 1-11 to 5-4. And the sides traded points, and Monaghan well in the game. But the goals then again, Sinead Considine with the cherry on top, and Fidelma Marinan getting those goals. Really, that's the story of the match, Mary. 6 goals and 6 points to Clare 1 goal and 13 to Monaghan. 113 is good scoring, but you just no answer to 6 goals.
No. And as much as they, shut up the defence in the second half, as soon as Fidelma Marnin got the breaks, she took full advantage of them. And what can you say against 6 goals, we thought with them putting over their points, the goals would come. And one did come from Ava Sherry, but not enough.
Yeah, Fidelma Marnin, I think, are we looking at, was it 5 goals and a point?
Yeah,
gotta be player of the match. But listen, that's the way it goes. There's still all to play for though. Awfully to come as well. Two teams come out of the group.
Yeah.
Monaghan with 113, Clare with 6 goals and 6. The Banner County victorious. Their journey will be a little bit shorter going home. Monaghan have to go back to the drawing board where they face Offaly in the coming weeks.
Yeah, I'm sure that they'll, while this may, be a letdown for them, considering how well they played in the second half of the Down Ulster game, I would think that they'll regroup after this, and have a look at where their shortcomings were. And by 2 weeks' time, when they play Offaly, I'd hope that their confidence will be back up again.
Well, it ends here in St Tiernach's Park. Offaly 6-6, Monaghan 113. Congratulations to the Banner County. A brilliant game of football. Really good goalkeeper, but again racing on to it, and the hunger is there. They're fresh here, racing on to Teresa Collins. She goes for goal again. Orna Kelly from Carrick Intermediate Series, of course. Offaly the other team in, and that's a brilliant left-footed shot from Chloe Maloney, and she gets her second score of the game. Brilliantly snuffed out there. Casey Traynor bearing down on goals, but the ball breaks back out there to Chloe McBride, and Chloe McBride with that pace, and out they come now with Anya Keane, and Anya goes long into that corner where Chloe Maloney is there, and Chloe Maloney just runs laterally, and she looks for Fidelma Marnin almost telepathically, and she just gets that goal, a beautiful goal, a ball in from Chloe round the D now. 3 Clare defenders there, sells a dummy, gets it on the right. Has she the distance? Has she the accuracy? She has both. As the umpire does constantly, and out come Clare again, playing, as I said, a nice brand of football. Monaghan get the numbers back, and they're breaking that ball. Chloe Maloney and Fidelma Marnin, and Maloney wins it, and Marinin's in. They're just really good in there. They won the ball. Maloney did ever so. In it comes to Chloe Maloney, and Chloe Maloney gets another goal. Vicious, but Ava Sherry uses all of her strength and skill to get that ball, and she's looking for her first score of the match, and she gets her first score. She wins the battle, has a lovely point. The first point coming from Ava Sherry, the second point coming from Amy Garland. What a score there. And Monaghan,
they're not afraid. There's a missed pass by Clare there, and Monaghan is going to capitalise on this.
Amy Garland with 2 points. Goal chance. What a save from Amy Lenahan. Monaghan D. Back out it comes to Ciara McCarthy. Gets a lovely right-footed kick away. It's high, it's accurate, and a decisive wave of the white flag from the umpire defence. Back to Ava Sherry, and again Ava and Schifrin O'Connell. Everything's a battle there. Ball now stroked over the bar brilliantly there. It's back into her full back line, but her pass is a poor one, and Sarah Tierney looks for her first score. Right-footed effort, good pressure from the Monaghan attack. Right, beautiful ball into Sarah Tierney. There's a goal chance. There's an overlap. Will go over the bar maybe from Ava Sherry, and this ball is put over the bar from Ava Sherry. The game 13 and a half minutes old. It zipped by in this second half. An absorbing game as Kiva Harvey, the captain from the Clare side, time and time again has ran at this Monaghan offence. Fidelma Marnin, goal chance, rounds Orna Kelly. There is no better finisher in the game at the moment. Fidelma going through the hands, back comes Kiva Harvey. She's looking for a score. She'll deserve it if she gets it, and she does get it. That's a great score from Kiva Harvey there to Maeve Monaghan. Maeve goes route one, ghosting in behind the defence, and caught brilliantly by Kerry Nolan. Corner back, goal chance, comes back out from Monaghan, and Ava Sherry, the break, the save was brilliant from Amy. And Fidelma Marnin under the counter, and the counter attack is very dangerous. Fidelma Marnin now, 3 Monaghan players racing after her. Still they go, still Marnin goes. She's not going to be caught. What's she going to do? She's going to lob Orna Kelly. A 4th goal for Fidelma Marnin. Well, here they're going to try and get one more score, maybe a point, maybe even a goal. They go for a point on this occasion, and I think it's the cornerback, Anya Keane, coming up, white and blue of Monaghan. Lauren Garland with the kick. This one, it's hanging in the air, and this one goes over the bar. And Lauren Garland with her second key scored a nice point a few moments ago, and on she goes again, and there's an overlap here. There could be a goal chance. Decides to give it to Fidelma Marnin. She'll get the return. Anya Keane with a goal chance, gives a hand pass, and Clare are going to finish with a goal. And that's a brilliant team move, and Sinead's in the air. Who's going to win it? It's going to be a Monaghan player wins it. Monaghan on the attack here. point effort. And that ball off the shoulder, decides to stop, goes for the point, knows where the nets are, knows where the posts are as well. Fidel Mamarin with another score.